Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I am going to teach you the basics of Adobe Photoshop. So this is the Adobe Photoshop CS3 version. Just open it. This blue icon with PS symbol is Adobe Photoshop's icon application. So double click to open it. So it will be loading the sources, which will be taking some time for this initialization. So this is the Adobe Photoshop's window. So first first of all we have to open a file. Click file, then open. Then you can browse your files for any image files. So I'm looking for it, and double click on the image if that you want to open. Now the image is opened. So I'm going to work with this image. Um, so first of all we have to uh, unlock the layer, background layer. So you have to click the unlock button in the layers option seen at the right bottom side of the Photoshop window. So it shows that indicates layer is partially unlocked. So click on the new layer button. Okay. Then now the layer is unlocked. Now I'm going to show how to select um, a part of the image. So there are several tools available. First tool is a move tool. Move tool is used to move the image to particular region according to the needs of the user, either to another window or within the window. So I'm going to select a portion of this image. So I'm using the rectangular uh, marquee tool. Now I have selected, and using the move tool I'm moving the selected portion within the image. So that's the function of this rectangular marquee tool. So it's used to select some rectangular portions. Then comes the lasso tool. Lasso tool itself will be having three options: lasso tool, simple lasso tool, then next comes the polygonal lasso tool, then next comes the magnetic lasso tool. Of these three, the polygonal lasso tool is the most useful thing. So I'm going to explain what the lasso tool, simple lasso tool, does. So I'm going to select. It is actually used for freehand drawing, and thus we can select a portion of this image. So I'm going to select this image. Now the portion is selected. uh, Now if I want to move it, I can just use the move tool and move wherever I want to do. So the next comes polygonal lasso tool. Polygonal lasso tool is the most recommended lasso tool that is used for making accurate selections. So it has a straight line uh, points that just that using that you can uh, accurately select the image, parts of the image. So let's see how I select the portion. So you can also use the backspace option if any mistake occurs while selection. So if that 2 points meet, it will be automatically selected. Now I am moving this selected part using the move tool. Now that selected part is moving as per my wish. So then next comes the um, magnetic lasso tool. Magnetic lasso tool is used for similar to polygonal lasso tool, but the difference is that it just sticks to the region where it seems projective. So or where the background seems lighter. Okay, let's see it's working. So I am just moving the cursor near to his body, so it's all automatically selecting attaching to sticking to his body since the background is light. Now I am selecting this. Now selection has been done, so moving using the move tool. So similarly this is a more accurate than lasso tool, simple lasso tool. Now I am opening a new file. It's a simple white background default Photoshop size. Okay, it's I'm opening such a file. Now moving the selected part to that window, that white backgrounded window. So using the move tool, just dragging and dropping that part into this new window. So just resize it. Now it's not fitting to this window, so what you have to do is just use the resize button. So before that we have to edit the any corrections, make any corrections in the already selected image. So I am just select using either a magnetic lasso tool or polygonal lasso tool, and then just press delete where you want to delete the particular portion, then make it smooth, press delete. So okay, um, selecting and press delete. Okay, this image is not fitting to this window, so I am using Control and T in order to resize. Use Shift and resize it according to your needs, then double click to make changes and submit. Then just minimize that window. Now comes then if I am okay, I'm giving an example how to move an image in a part of an image to a real um, image. So you have to unlock the layer in order to work on it. So I am moving this already selected image, part of the image, and just pasting on it. Now it's not fitting to this new image, so I am using Control plus T to then a resize box appears. Use Shift and then drag below to resize it. Now move according to the needs. Double click to apply. Now I am making the corrections that are done while selection. So press delete to make these clear. So so the next tool is a quick selection tool or magic wand tool. So it's used for making selections where similar colors are observing. So it automatically selections are made where it senses similar colors, light colors or dark colors. So that is the specialty of this magic wand tool. Then there is a the next tool is a crop tool. It's just for making cropping the image. Then comes a slice tool. Slice tool is nothing. Doesn't have any impact on this editing, especially for these beginners. So slice tool is just for similar to as magic wand tool. It's based on some graphical use, based on some values and all. So it's having less importance. Then comes healing brush tool. Healing brush tool is actually used to make identical copies of some region in that particular image itself. So it's defined using alt plus click. Alt plus left mouse click defines healing brush tool. So there is a two option, four options are there: spot healing brush tool as well as healing brush tool. Then there's also another option, patch tool. Patch tool is used for making corrections in small areas and all. So I am using all healing brush tool. I have clicked alt and then I'm just drawing. So what happens, you just see a particular region is again repeated. The region where you click along with alt key is identically copied to where you draw. So that is the speciality of a healing brush tool. So then next comes a brush tool. It's a simple brush tool that we usually use to draw something, and it is having several options. Okay, we can change the mode, whether it is a normal, smooth, rough, or anything like that. You can change the color, you can change the brush size, and all. Then comes the pencil tool. Pencil tool is similar to the pencil tools that we usually use in paints and all. Then comes the color replacement tool. Color replacement tool is basically used to replace the color of a particular region with that we wish. So I am just making this blue color black and white. So if we just drag over it, move over the that area, it will be changed. The color, blue color will be replaced with the black and white color. So then next comes clone stamp tool. So clone stamp tool means if we need to stamp, okay, just almost similar to the healing brush tool. It just makes copies of a particular region where we select. Then comes a history brush tool. History brush tool is usually used to reset the image. Okay, whatever edits that we have done on an image is replaced or has been given to its normal form using this history brush tool. So I have done many things on this particular image itself. So I am using history tool to erase all. It doesn't erase, okay, but it will remove all the edits that have been done over the normal file. So that was the use of a history brush tool. Then comes a eraser. Eraser is a simple eraser. When we erase, then just the top layer is erased and we'll see the transparent bottom layer. Then comes a gradient tool. Gradient tool is also used for some gradients. Okay, if you want to make some patterns and all, you can use the gradient tool. Then comes a blur tool. Blur tool is actually used for blurring an image. So this is an example for how I have blurred the image. um, so I will show you with another image. So I'm opening an image like uh, so just in order to understand the need of a uh, blur tool is actually used to blur a particular portion. So in order to understand the user, you have to choose a high resolution image. So I'm just searching for an image. um, so I got it. So so I'm using this blur tool. Using this blur tool, you can just uh, blur the highly resoluted regions. Okay, if you want to censor a part of an image, then you can use a blur tool. It has various options like here it's a master diameter. You can increase the radius of the area where you would like to blur the image. So just see. So I am blurring the image of this, blurring the eyes of this bird. So let's see. So now this image is blurred. So I'm using the history brush tool to demonstrate the what has happened to the bird's eye. So using blur tool, I'm blurring the eyes. Okay, you can use Control Z to undo and redo. Okay, so see the change. Okay, so blur tool itself, that particular, it has a combination of tools. The next comes the sharpen tool. Sharpen tool is actually used to sharpen a particular portion of the image. It's used similar to this blur tool. Okay, see the difference. uh, okay, I'm using this sharpen tool to sharpen the eyes of this bird. So see the change. Okay, it is having some glaze. So that is the specialty of this sharpen tool. Next come a smudge tool. Smudge tool is actually used to okay, change some portions. Okay, to elongate or shorten or like this, you can use the smudge tool effectively when you zoom in the image. So it's just for making some effects like this. So the next tool comes a dodge tool. A dodge tool is actually used to uh, whiten the image. Okay, when you are using dodge tool, it just brightens the image. Okay, the essence of white color increases. And the next comes the burn tool. Burn tool is actually used to increase the dark color. Okay, it's actually used in hairs and all, so as to increase the blackishness. So then comes a pen tool. Pen tool is also simply used for selections and all. Okay, some it's used be it has been used by professionals and all. Then comes a text tool. Text tool is just click on the T icon, then just write something high. Okay, then use the move tool to apply it. So you can move according to your wish. um, okay, also you can use the control plus T to for a resize box, and you can just rotate this text, move the text, and do something extraordinary with this text option. So the text icon itself is having four options: horizontal type tool, vertical type tool, horizontal type mask tool, vertical type mask tool, etc. Then comes the path selection tool. It is just for selecting path for identification purpose. Direct selection tool and path selection tool. Then comes shape tool. Shape tool is having several shapes. First one is you can create rectangle shape, then rounded rectangle shape, then custom shape tool. Using custom shape tool, you can create many shapes. Like you can choose the option shape and change. So there are several options: arrow mark, banner, music, bulb, pin, scissors, tick mark, etc. So you can choose either of them and just drag and draw. So there comes. Then these are the basic tools used in a um Photoshop. Then comes a zoom tool. Zoom tool is just used to zoom the file. You can either use the zoom tool or use control and plus to zoom in an image. So and control minus to zoom out an image. So uh, then Photoshop has many other functionalities for the editing purposes. Okay, you have several options you can see on the top bar. uh, there are several options: image, layer, file, edit, filter, view, and all. So I'm going to show some more effects. I'm opening an image. So how to okay, before that you have to unlock the layer. I'm going to show the lens glare effect. Go to filter, then render and lens flare. Click on it, then you will be seeing a short small box. So you can apply light or lens glare effects. Okay, just go to render, then lens flare, then choose where you want to include the lens flare, click OK. So that is the effect. Now the car seems to have a headlight in spite not having that. So that's the one of the effect. Then comes a blur tool. Blur tool, you can either use the blur tool directly for custom blurring, but there are several other options in blur tool. Suppose I want to blur the background of this so if I want to blur the total image, you can just take Gaussian blur, adjust the radius. Also if I want to blur the background of this car, uh, first step is to select where do you want to uh, blur. So I am using the uh, polygonal lasso tool for that purpose. So I am selecting the background. You have to make the selections as soon as possible, or any delay in the selection will automatically join the selected points, so there will be some problems. Now I have selected the area where I want to blur the background, so click on blur, Gaussian blur, then increase the radius. Now you are seeing that the background is blurring. So you can adjust the radius as per as your wish. Then several other artistic options are there, which includes a colored pencil, cutout, dry brush, film grain, etc. I'm choosing colored pencil. So this is the okay. So now its background is making any artistic behavior. So just cancel, and I'm selecting the all. I'm selecting the entire image. Uh, Choose filter, then artistic, choose any of them. Colored pencil I'm choosing. So this is colored pencil effect, cutout effect, dry brush effect, film grain effect, fresco effect, neon glow, paint tops, palette knife, plastic wrap, post edges, rough pastels, smudge stick, sponge, underpainting, watercolor. Okay, then click OK if you need to. So these are all some basic options in Photoshop. Uh, there are various options available in the filter menu itself. Uh, so please subscribe my channel, like my channel, share, and press the notification or a bell icon to receive notifications on upcoming videos. Okay, I will be uploading more videos about Photoshop options, cool features. So thank you for listening my video. Thank you.